The Amityville Horror. For God's sake, get out. Is that the tagline? No, I'm just telling you, get out. No. That's the tagline. Let's get into it. The Amityville Horror is from 1979. It lasts about 2 hours. It stars James Brolin as George Lutz, Margot Kidder.
Come again?
Margot Kidder. That's funny. Margot Kidder as his wife Kathy, and Rod Steiger as Father Delaney. And it is so dull. Do you think it's dull? Yeah. I hated this. Really? Yeah, did you not? I thought this was great. I thought it was really spooky and creepy and atmospheric. Oh, it's rubbish. I mean, the movie opens with flashes of a man murdering his family. Yeah, it's like 3:15 a.m. These are the Defoes. Oh. And the father has killed the entire family.
It just sounds so casual.
1 year later, George and Kathy and their 3 kids, 2 little boys and a girl, they buy the house where this murder happened.
Forget about that house. That's the murder house.
Yeah. They get it for a steal. Yeah. It's a really nice house. Nice location. It's got a boathouse. It's got its own little dock. It's just pretty amazing. Yeah. And they hate it. They don't hate it. She's like, I don't know. I don't think they should dye it. Yeah, but he points out it's worth 120,000. And now, but they're getting it for 80,000. Imagine that now. The estate agents like the estate agents in Rocky 2, trying to listen in. not quite as bad as him.
Oh, excuse me, could you stand over there? I gotta talk secretly.
I need to talk secretly with my wife, right? They move in, and while they're out the back, playing with the kids, letting the kids and the dog Harry. Who calls the dog Harry? Well, they're all out the back exploring the grounds to their new house. Yeah, and then Father Delaney drops by. He's like dynasticking along and bless the house. Is this a thing? Well, I think it used to be. Some people would still do it if they're very religious. He chaps the door, gets no reply, so he doesn't think, oh, I better come back later. He just walks in. What's he doing? I know you're in the end of the church, but don't get out of your station. You can't just break into a house. Well, the door's open. Still, trespass then. Well, he decides to go inside and straight upstairs. What's he doing? He does actually go upstairs. Goes into a little room. What? He's just picked somewhere at random. It's so weird. Well, I think he thinks he hears something. Goes into a room and he did hear something. Flies. About 9 million flies. And they all like come and sit in his face. They all come and land on his face. It's disgusting. He also hears a voice saying, get out. And before he can bless the house, he's driven away by something he's heard and felt. Yeah, and he's like, it's like he's being poisoned. He can hardly breathe. And then he gets outside and he starts being sick. And then just drives home. Doesn't think to warn the family. Later in the movie, he does try to phone them, but the phone line's corrupted or malfunctioning. And then weird things start to happen. Into the night at 3:15. George wakes up and he just like looks weird and looks pale and gets iller and iller throughout this movie. Yeah, that's right. One night Kathy wakes up, she sits up in bed and she's like, ah, he killed them all! He killed them all! Right enough, that was a one-off, but anyway. We also find out that George is physically the spitting image of Mr. Defoe, who killed his family, yet, and nothing comes of that. But weird things do keep happening. Later, before a big event, $1,500 in cash goes missing from the living room, yet, and nothing comes of that. Their babysitter, who they've left to look after the little girl, I don't know where the boys are, but the little girl's left home alone. The babysitter is locked in her bedroom closet, and she's locked in there for hours. Yeah, so long that her hands are all covered in blood from trying to break out of the door. And then when George and Kathy come back and they're like, look, the door, it doesn't even lock, it's open. You psycho. Yeah, well, also, what's she got on her face? Oh, the braces. That's not braces. That's what braces used to be like in the 70s. Really? Oh my god. No wonder there was a stigma. I'm so glad braces now are like subtle and, you know, just a little bit in there across your teeth. They can look cute even. That thing, that is crazy. It's just the technology of the time. Oh dear, poor kid. Now Amy, the daughter, she says that she couldn't get the babysitter out of the closet because her friend Jodie, an imaginary friend Jodie, wouldn't let her. Yeah, and Jodie's like, I don't like George very much. Take this kid to a psychiatrist. Jodie, indeed. Well, later on in the movie we do actually see Jodie. Oh, that's right, this is terrible. It's like some guy holding two torches, like 4 feet apart, looking through the window. It's so bad. Well, it's not the greatest special effects. Special? There's nothing special about this effect. It's so shit. Steady on. Father Delaney does try his best. Like I said, he tried to phone them. Yeah, and then he sends a nun in his place. She goes in the house, instantly leaves, gets sick, and then she's fine after that. I guess so. But Father Delaney tries to say a prayer for them in church. Yeah, Niles lays in the house, and he's looking up, saying this prayer, praying for the Lutzes and the Klutzes, the Lutzes, and as he's looking up, he can see a statue on the ceiling of the church, because churches are so poor, because churches are always so skint that they can afford such elegant artwork. Anyway, he sees plaster coming off a statue. He just stays where he is, keeps looking up. I actually thought this statue was going to fall right off the ceiling and crush him to death. Yeah, I was hoping. I was hoping for something to happen in this movie. Well, what happens is some plaster falls, into his eyes, and he's blinded for the rest of his life. Just wash it out, Nate.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Jeff and Carolyn, who are friends of George and Kathy, they come to visit the house. Yeah, and while they're there, we find out Carolyn is a psychic. Ooh. So, she's like, oh, I see your dog scratching at something in the cellar. I'm a psychic, so I'll see what's happening. She hears a voice, and she tells that it says, get out of this house, you're not safe here. This is the portal to hell. Find the well, cover it up, close the portal. Yeah, so guess what they do? They just don't bother. Yeah, they probably should have looked for the well and covered it up, but yeah, they didn't bother. They just carried on getting madder and iller and crazier and more terrified. See, it's rubbish, it's not rubbish. Next day at the public library, Kathy discovers a bit of history about the house. Yeah, she discovers it's actually built on a Native American graveyard.
Mr. Ploot, Homer Simpson here. When you sold me this house, you forgot to mention one little thing. You didn't tell me it was built on an Indian burial ground! No, you didn't! Well, that's not my recollection. Yeah, well, all right, goodbye. He says he mentioned it 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, it's a shinnecock burial site. He's got a shiny cock. Eventually there's a massive storm. Yeah, and that's the night everything kicks off. George wakes up at 3:15, and goes crazy with an axe. Chases the kids with the axe. He's going to chop them up. And then Kathy says, hey, snap out of it. And he does. And that's it. It's a bit more sudden than, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. It's very easy. The spell is very easily broken. Oh my god, why didn't Mrs. Willem Dafoe do that? It's not Willem Dafoe. But he is absolutely fine after this. So they decide, let's leave this house right now. So the three kids, Kathy and George, head to their little van. They're going to drive out of town. Yeah, and then the little girl's like, wait, we need to bring Harry. And the parents are like, oh, forget Harry. He's just a dog. So, dicks. George does go back for Harry. Harry is digging away at the hole, at the spot in the cellar he was in. Yeah, and then the grind opens up, and George falls in to it's a pool of black slime. Yeah, it's really weird. I thought it was going to be blood, but maybe they couldn't pass the censors, or maybe it's just a rubbish movie. It's not a rubbish movie. He tries to climb out, and then Harry, the dog they're going to abandon, tells him out. Yeah. Harry the hero. Yeah, the only likeable character in this movie. I wouldn't say that. Who else? Anyway, George gets out of the pit, picks up the dog, they run to the van and drive off, and that's it. You get a little bit of text on screen saying, George and Kathy Lutz never reclaimed their home or any of their possessions. Today they live in a different state. What? That solves nothing. A, you're paying a mortgage for nothing. You're definitely bankrupt and homeless. 2, you've left that problem for someone else. At least cover up that well, mate. Well, that is the Amityville Horror from 1979. Yeah, I still can't get over when you see Jodie. Those eyes. Ridiculous. It's like Darnay the dinosaur at the window. Okay, well, begin with trivia. Yeah. So, Rod Steiger, Father Delaney, he had to put honey all over his face so the flies would land on him. I guess it's either honey or excrement, so he might have made the right choice. I'm sure he did. Any more? Yeah. James Brolin, he took less pay for this movie, and he wanted 10% of the profit of the movie. Pretty smart, because it made him like $13 million. Good news. So Josh Brolin never grew up skint, did he? I guess not. And speaking of James Brolin, he took this part and he didn't get the script, so he's reading the book while he accepted it. He stayed up the whole night reading the original book, and at 2 a.m, while he's reading it, some clothes he had hung up to dry fell to the floor loudly and made him absolutely toot his pants. Yeah, is that what it says? No, give him a big strike. I imagine he shat. Right. Well, as I said, I really like this. This is the first time I've seen it. I think I'd seen bits of it when I was a kid, but I didn't really pay attention because it's so boring. It's not boring. I recommend this. I do not. I think it's rubbish. The effects are not effective. What? You know what? Watch The Conjuring. It's basically the same movie. Yeah. Same house and everything. Almost, yeah. Same time period. Okay, The Conjuring is better, but then The Conjuring was made in the 2000s. This was made in 1979. Yeah. So it's old crap. It's not old crap. Let us know what you think. Hit like, hit subscribe, watch another video. For God's sake, get out.